say that there is the Halloween parade for the Finleyville Fire Department, Monday at 7.
Monday at
So
7,
if-
lineup starts
if
at
you wanna line up,
6:30.
see a parade, if not, try to stay out of
Yes.
the borough.
The
during that
road, the
time.
road will be closed
The
for
road
as
will
long as
be
the officer and the fire department closes it. I believe the band's coming.
Yeah, so
Okay,
that was an
so it's gonna
announcement
be,
I forgot to say, so I wasn't sure if officer.
Right.
Well, thank you, officer.
Thank you.
Be safe.
You too.
Fire department reports are in your packets. Zoning and code report, Tammy.
TJ's report?
Oh, I skipped TJ. TJ,
I guess I'll go
sorry.
first. Our office's engineer's report was submitted Monday. It's hopefully in your packets. The updates are in bold on the report, so I'll let you folks have a chance to read those, obviously. I just did want to pass along that we had a meeting with DEP, Christine Phillips, regarding the Growing Greener grant that we received. Michelle participated along with myself and one other engineer in our office, and we are making good progress with that design. So once that is complete, customarily we'll have a sit down to review those drawings, and then we can move ahead with permit applications and so forth. So that's where that project stands at this time. Snee Road Bridge is also in design right now. We had a meeting a little while back about that project, and there's some questions and concerns about the cost estimates. And coming out of that meeting, I recall there being some discussion about re-engaging with Peters Creek about the project costs. So I guess I'm asking the board at this point if you're comfortable with me beginning that dialogue with Peters Creek about where things stand with that project specifically, now that it's been surveyed and a preliminary design is done, and we have a better feel for what those project costs are. So
I think right now, let's just table that
that'd be, it's
discussion.
just keeping it on your radar.
Basically, I think we need to discuss that possible executive.
What we're gonna do about how we're gonna handle the funding for the bridge, the grant.
I agree. Does that mean we should have a discussion with Peters Creek?
I think we should have a meeting amongst ourselves initially because of possible litigation along the bridge, and then meet with the Peters Creek PCSA.
Why do we need the bridge there when there's two other crossings?
Why wouldn't we have that discussion with Peters Creek? They're the marriage, other half of the marriage there.
Well, I think basically, I think before you meet with them, I think you should have a discussion amongst yourselves, how you wanna approach the situation. And then then after you have that, then have a discussion with them, just a discussion of alternatives.
Okay.
I think it comes down to 2 points. Who's gonna own the bridge when it's completed, if it is ever completed, and who's gonna pick up the additional cost based on the numbers that we received from Banks and Engineering? I think we need to talk to the partner in that. After all, it was their need that we're pursuing. But we applied for the grant, 23, 20, whenever the hell we did it.
22.
And I'm not saying not to have this discussion, I'm just saying we should have a discussion amongst ourselves first, and then have a discussion with the market.
But what are we gonna talk about internally?
The
The way the
alternatives.
board wants to move forward, which all the alternatives, the board has to move forward on that. And how it may affect us legally.
Well,
So,
I
In
don't
that
agree
case-
with that. I think we should have a meeting with Peters Creek, but if that's what the board wants to do,
Well,
so
it could
be it.
be 10 minutes before we have a meeting with Peters Creek. I think we need to know as a consensus of what
There's
the
some
board wants to
pushback on
do.
it, which I can't argue. We talked about it during the budget discussion, a fellow board member and myself. It's legitimate concern, some reservation. But if we had a $25,000 design sitting there, the need is still there, is my understanding. I haven't talked to Peters Creek about it, but if we either gonna do it or not, we might as well talk to the other half.
my
Don't
understanding,
you think you
TJ,
should talk to each
Well,
other?
my understanding, TJ, you were supposed to talk to Alex Paris about some alternatives.
Yes, I'm
Has
waiting
that been
for some
done?
additional information from them. I have
So-
reached out to them, I'm waiting for some
So,
additional.
based upon that, based upon the information, I think we would need to have his information from Alex Paris before we pursue this any further. Would that make sense? To have an intelligent discussion.
Yeah, it would give us one more potential option, right? I don't disagree with that.
This
when we're gonna have the internal discussion.
I think he needs to follow up, remember he said he's gonna talk to Alex Barris?
Yeah, well, that was a month and a half ago.
How about, you wanna give Alex Barris a call tomorrow?
I'll call him again. I've tried
They're
a
not
couple times and
responsive to
haven't,
your phone calls, are they?
tried him a couple times and,
But they're not responsive.
well, not yet.
So we're gonna circle around and have the same discussion another month from now.
If you have a problem with that, I know one of his partners up in development that I'm involved with. Tell him, see what he tells you, and then call me up, and I'll talk to his partner, see if I can talk to him, okay?
Mr.
Okay.
Tichler.
Can you call another contractor?
It's a
Like, we
long,
got Paliana right over here in South Park, that I know, cause I put up bridges, is right there.
It's not a
Alex-
complicated solution, Bob.
That's what I'm saying, you got Alex Paris ain't gonna call you back, I guarantee you, Carmen Paliana will call you back.
I don't know this man.
PCSA.
Paliana Construction is right down there on, what is that, Ridge
PCSA
Road?
worked with
Put up a
Alex
lot of
Paris
bridges.
when they wrote up the grant for a specific bridge that Alex Paris owns, so they're like, yeah, it's.
Sounds to me like they're too busy, and you're gonna have a bridge land in the creek. There's a lot of contractors out there.
What's next?
All right, well, I'll make contact with them and then I'll send an email to the board to schedule a meeting.
That's the same, what's next thing?
That's it, that's all I have.
I should come to these more often.
Just bring Mrs.
You're
Smell
a
with
hoot.
you, bring Mrs. Smell with you.
Yeah, bring Mrs.
I
Walk,
will.
Mrs. Smell.
That's what I just asked her, did you walk down, or did you ride your bicycle?
Make sure she gets home okay. Zoning and code report.